Good afternoon, Spring Valley parents and guardians. This is your Friday message from Dr. Ching. We had a great week, headed into a 3-day weekend. Just wanted to give you some updates on some things and let you know what to be prepared for as the week goes on. But first, I want to give some shout outs. So this week, the shout out that I want to give is to our K through 4 teachers and instructional aides. So these last couple weeks, they have been working very hard to do some individualized developmental reading assessments with students from kindergarten up through 4th grade, making sure that we have a good understanding of where their reading level is and how we can target improvements in reading for all students to make sure they're on grade level and beyond. So they have been working very hard and they've learned a lot quickly too as well, and this is just going to help things with our students progress even better and even faster. So big shout out to them. So a couple of things some of you might have heard at this point that we have moved our fall festival date to November 4th. So that is a slight change, just a few things being scheduled at the same time. We wanted to have a date where we could have as much participation as possible. So we have moved that date. Jogathon is still on September 22nd. Our PTC has met twice at this point. We have great participation. So another big shout out to all those parents that are attending those. We need your help in small and large tasks, whatever you can do. We want your support. So being prepared for that is going to be coming in the coming weeks. So be listening to that. Be waiting for your students to bring some stuff home so we can raise our money where 100% of that goes to our classes. So on September 19th, coming up pretty soon, we have a special assembly, our first special assembly of the year. We're going to have we haven't talked to the kids yet about this, but we're going to have a BMX motivational assembly. So all of our kids are going to come out and see some amazing stunts here at Spring Valley, and they're going to learn about resiliency, empowerment, things like that. So we're excited about that. Also, next Friday, you are going to be able to purchase coffee when you drop your students off at Spring Valley. Yes, you heard that right. So today we practiced our students, our leadership students in 7th and 8th grade with Miss Bourdon and Miss Fontanilla. They got some coffee ready. We had different orders and they delivered that to staff so we could test and make sure that it tasted good and it did the job, and it did. It blew us away. It was awesome. So we'll be sending out some details on that, but just to give you a little heads up, it's going to be great coffee. We're going to have a few different flavors. You're going to pull in. We'll have a safe place to pull, and it'll be quick. The service will be friendly and quick. It'll be $5. All that money goes to our ASB account so we can do things like the BMX assemblies, fun things like that, trips, school-wide things. And as I've said before, this is a big focus of ours. We want our kids to be excited to come to school, and we want them to be inspired. So money will go towards that. You've been seeing me put out things about our Warrior Gear sale, and we've raised this is the last day of it, but we've raised just about $500 just by purchasing Spring Valley gear. And that's going to go towards our events and activities on campus too. So these are the things I'm talking about. We're trying to do some fundraising that just makes sense for everybody, but brings in some money for our kids to do some cool things. This weekend is a 3-day weekend. We want everybody to enjoy it, have a good time, get some rest. It's been a great start to the school year. I am so thankful for how the school year started. I'm so privileged to be part of this community, and I appreciate that. But you can be rest assured that teaching and learning are happening. We just spent some time talking about project-based learning. We're doing a lot of training on that, hands-on, and we have some really exciting things coming up. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but be excited. You should be excited. Outside of that, we hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week. Warrior heart, warrior spirit, warrior mind, go Warriors.